on Current OC.
Can you believe it's December already? Tonight we cover the holiday season, Rebel taking a trip to OCIS, as well as the effects of suffering a sports concussion.
Plus, we'll show you what happened this week in history. These stories and more. It all starts now on the Current OC.
Closed captioning of Current OC is provided online by YouTube. From the OC TV studios along 6th and Atlantic, Raider Nation's leading news magazine starts now in high definition. This is Current OC.
And welcome to the Current OC. I am Madison Montanaro.
And I am Chris Robertson. Welcome to the Current OC. Hard to believe, but we're already into the holiday season.
But before we get started on the Christmas season, the Current OC and Rebel wanted to remind everyone that the upcoming New Year holiday is a great time to kick the smoking habit. Our own McKenna Roble, also a member of OCHS's chapter of Rebel, recently helped present the organization's message to our intermediate school students.
Ocean City's very own Rebel and Sad Club recently took a trip to the intermediate school to talk to the health classes about the bad effects of smoking. Every year, the clubs go in honor of the Great American Smokeout and Kick Butts Day. Both of these days are laid out to help encourage smokers to quit their bad habit and prevent children from becoming future smokers.
I feel like a lot of the kids don't know what the Great American Smokeout is, so I think it gives them a good opportunity to learn about it.
The high schoolers make sure to focus on the rising trend of e-cigarettes and highlight on the fact that vaping increases a teen's chances of taking up cigarettes due to the addictive drug nicotine. After a presentation put on by the clubs, the students team up together and lead children in fun activities. To point out that cigarette companies market to children, they played a memory game where the intermediate students had to match tobacco products to popular candies that had similar designs and packaging.
I know that they're getting marketed to, so we don't want them to be naive of the fact, and it just raises awareness so they know not to get hooked and not be guinea pigs.
This is not only a great way to prevent the kids from smoking in the future, but it gives them a chance to connect with the high schoolers and have a great time. This has been McKenna Roble reporting for the Current OC.
Well, it's the first week of December, so we thought it would be interesting to look back into our historical archives and find out what went on this week throughout our history. Our own Morgan Fow has more.
Have you ever wondered what happened this day in history? Well, the Current OC did some researching for you. On December 3rd, 1964, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was first aired on TV. Now, this movie is a classic among people of all ages and a holiday favorite. On December 5th, 1901, Walter Disney was born in Chicago. Famously known for his creation of Disney, this man is one of the most influential people in the world, and his head is in a freezer. On December 6, 1873, was the first international football game in the U.S. The score was Yale 2, England 1. On the tragic day of December 7, 1941, was the attack on Pearl Harbor, one of the factors that pushed America to enter the devastating World War II. This has been Morgan Fow reporting for the Current OC.
Throughout history, concussions have been considered a minor injury. However, in recent years, studies have discovered the true dangers of hitting your head.
Yeah, that's why I always wear a bike helmet during swim practice. Our own Evan Monteith has more.
Concussions are a serious injury that can cause brain damage. We talked to trained professionals more about this subject.
Concussions are an injury to the brain. You can get it by being hit directly in the head, or you can take an indirect hit to the head, such as a football player getting hit and falling on the ground, or someone getting whiplash. Here at Ocean City High School, we do baseline testing. We use the IMPACT test, which is a computerized online concussion testing program. we have the kids take a baseline test so we know how their brain works normally. So if they were to get a suspected concussion during the season, we can have them retake the test and compare the values. They can affect your speech, your movement, and just overall brain function. And once they don't have any more symptoms, we put them through a 5-day return to play protocol, where every day you introduce a little bit more physical activity to see if anything causes their symptoms to get any worse, or if not, after 24 hours at that stage, they can move on to the next stage. The last stage being full game play, full return to play.
Ocean City schools are vigilant in their efforts to maintain safety when it comes to concussions and their athletes. If you have any questions, please talk to the athletic trainer. This has been Evan Monteith reporting for the Current OC.
And if you might think you have a concussion, our athletic trainers would be more than happy to check you out. But at least fall athletes don't have to worry about missing a game as a result of a concussion, because sadly the fall sports have come to an end. And sometimes life can get a little restless. For all those busy individuals, Matt is here to catch you up in the fall sports rundown. Matt?
Hey guys, if you're like me and played football or any other fall sport and was not able to watch the other teams play, we've got your back. The sweep against Mainland earlier this year, as well as the Thanksgiving Day victory, gave the football team a winning record for the first time since 2001. Boys cross country won first in their division, American Conference champions, Cal champions, second place in South Jersey Group 3, and 11th place in the New Jersey State Group 3. Girls cross country standing at first in Cape May County, third at sectionals, and third in the all-Cal race. Girls soccer had a bounce-back season, winning the 2016 Cape Atlantic League National Conference Championship. Boys soccer also won the Cal and got the Coach Bogey's 100th win this season. Field hockey's titles include Cal champs, South Jersey champs for a 5-peat, and this year, state champs. Ocean City girls tennis had a great season, making it to semifinals in the playoffs this year. Now we take a look at the final records for this fall season. There will never be an I in team, but please take a few minutes to acknowledge our own athletes on their individual achievements. Awards, records, and titles hold strong. No matter what the score, win or lose, we want all of our viewers to know every game is a team effort, and this season sure proved that. Brooke?
Thanks, Matt. Joining me today are two of our own OCHS varsity athletes, Riley McDonald and Andrew Donahue. Thank you for being here, guys. How are you?
Thank you, Brooke.
Thanks.
So tell us, what is it like to be part of such a demanding sport for your high school career?
Well, within a demanding sport, we learn a lot of discipline. And even though practices may be hard, we still have to work on our schoolwork. So, it teaches us some life skills. Even though some areas of life might be tough, you still got to do the others.
Yes. And Riley, you guys had a rough patch last year. Why was this year more victorious?
I feel like this year we just really learned how to work better as a team, and we tried to focus on improving small things during each game. So by the end, we were successful in all those small things, and it really showed on the field.
Awesome. Now for both of you, how has being part of a sport shaped you into the person you are today?
Well, in these sports, I've learned a lot about myself. These sports have taught me lessons, and I've learned a little bit more about myself. I've learned traits that I can carry on and traits I can't carry on. So I thank you to my coaches have shaped me into the person I am today.
I've really learned how to be a team player, but at the same time be a leader that is approachable. So I want the girls to feel comfortable coming to me, and they can tell me their problems and I will try to fix them.
Those are both awesome qualities. Now before we go, if you have any advice for the incoming athletes, what would it be?
Well, I tell those athletes to listen to their coaches because they know what's best and they've done it longer than you have. So listen to them.
I tell the girls that if you really love the sport, you should stick with it. because if you don't, in the end, you'll really regret it. Even though it gets hard sometimes, you should push through it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us.
And good luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Yep, it's that time of year again, Christmas. For me personally, it's the best time of year. What I love most about the holiday season are the festive lights. A group of OCHS students recently volunteered at one of the many local Christmas tree lighting ceremonies. Brooke Segage joined them to help kick off the season.
On November 19th, the Mid-Atlantic Center of Arts and Humanities hosted their annual Christmas tree lighting celebration. On the grounds of the Emlyn Physics Estate, this is the place for some Christmas cheer.
Kids and adults rode trolleys for tours of the decorated historic district and stories with Mrs. Claus, later to be brought back to the Emlyn Physics Estate in Cape May. This one-night celebration came with a free admission to tour the hauntedly famous Physics House. Complimentary cookies, coffee, and hot chocolate were served, and carolers sang Christmas classics to set the mood. The best part of the event was when Santa flipped the switch, illuminating the night with the annual lighting of the tree. Santa, along with Frosty the Snowman, reindeer, and elves joined together in the gazebo for pictures.
Is Santa your favorite part about this whole trip?
Yes.
Yeah? Are you looking forward to your pictures with Santa?
Yes.
The cast of The Wizard of Oz were also available for photo ops with the adoring fans.
I love meeting all the kids, and I love this whole event, Santa Claus, meeting everybody, but there's really no place like home.
Guests took a step back in time with a vintage model train display in the Carol Gallery. In front of the carriage house, donations could be made to Toys for Tots and the Cape May Community Food Closet.
What's your favorite part about tonight?
Seeing Santa.
I really like the house tour. I love touring through old houses. I love antiques and just the history of the whole place.
So what's great about this event tonight?
Well, it's our annual tree lighting ceremony, and it's a big community event, and everybody really loves bringing their children. You know, all ages come out actually to just sort of witness the start of Christmas in Cape May, and they like to celebrate that.
I just like being here with my wife, my kids. It's just nice to see everyone here together, community spirit and all that, especially since we've had such a divisive time in our country leading up to last week. It's just nice to see people putting that away for a while.
If you missed this celebration, you can still go and catch the candlelight tours in December. If you want more information, go online to capemaymac.org. This has been Brooke Segage reporting for the Current OC.
Ocean City also just lit their own Christmas tree this past Friday evening.
Speaking of a great holiday event, Ocean City will be holding their annual Christmas parade tomorrow, December the 2nd, starting at 6:30 p.m. The parade is held in downtown on Asbury Avenue. After the parade on Asbury, the Ocean City High School students are holding a silent auction for their artwork. Let's find out if the weather will cooperate for all those marching and attending the parade.
Hello and welcome back to the Current OC's weather. Let's take a look at our current radar. As you guys can see, we're looking pretty clear, so it is much better than the last 2 days that we've had rain continuously. On to our area temperatures. We're looking not too bad here, so if you're heading out, only a light jacket seems necessary for today. On to our local conditions. We're looking pretty good, 57 out, and the humidity is kind of high today, which seems like it's coming from the past rain that we've had over the past 2 days. Winds 20.7, so they're picking up, but it shouldn't be a problem. On to our week forecast. We're looking not too bad in the high 50s this afternoon. Tonight it's going to drop a little bit, and then throughout the rest of the week we're seeing temperatures in the 50s and high 40s. Looking ahead to next week, we're not looking too bad. We're seeing a continuation of these mild temperatures that we've been having recently. Back to you guys.
All right, awesome. So you just recommend a light jacket?
Light jacket for the parade this Friday, but if you're staying into the later hours, I recommend bringing layers.
All right, great. Well, that will do it for us on this edition of the Current OC.
Remember to log on and catch all of our shows and additional content by visiting oc-tv.org.
We're also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at OCNJTV. So be sure to like our page and follow us there too.
We'll see you at the parade, and as always, thanks for watching.